Yo, Times Square, chilling.
Bring them out, bring them out. We made it to New York.
That's right, you know, doing our thing.
TKS, y'all.
Home.
Let's give them a panorama.
Right, you ready? Check it. Stay in the frame.
Chicken pequeño futura. City that never sleeps. Look at all the lights, y'all.
That's real. Yo, look at that Hershey's. Let's go over here with it. Yo, look at the Hershey's.
And New York's finest.
That's right.
Look at that.
Protecting and serving, you know what I'm saying?
New York's finest.
That's right. Taking care of us.
Shout out to all of our New York's finest that take the time to protect us.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Yo, Brooklyn, where you at?
Patrice, you guys have just been a light in my day, for real.
You guys, I am standing here in Bowling Green. Bowling Green is one of the stops that I used to come to get like to Manhattan, where my parents used to work. They used to work at Goldman Sachs. So it's bringing back a lot of memories for me. I remember when it stopped in here, I knew it was my stop if I wasn't paying attention to anything else but this red wall. Check out that red tile, y'all. I miss this. This is so surreal. I'm standing here right now. Like, I was 14 when I left New York, so, like, officially moved out of New York, that is. I've never really left New York, but when I moved out of New York, I was 14, and this is what I remember. We were allowed to go from Brooklyn to Manhattan to this one stop, and then all the way back to Brooklyn. But
That's right. Going to Brooklyn.
yeah, so check this out, y'all. We're at East 98th and Rutland Road in Brooklyn, New York, my old stomping grounds. I gotta take my baby to Tony's Pizza, yo. I know we talked about it in our episode. Is Brooklyn in the house? Yes. Check out Tony's Pizza. Come on, baby, let's go get our slice.
We up in her old neighborhood.
Rutland
You know what I
Road.
mean? We're chilling, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, we just finished eating some Tony's Pizza.
Yeah. How was it?
It was amazing, just like I remember it. Now we're at the corner of Rockaway Parkway and Rutland Road. This used to be my route home every day. This is one of the many churches I used to go to when I was growing up. We are on the corner of Rutland Road and East 95th Street. And this is one of the churches that we used to go to. It used to be a Pentecostal church. I went to denominational churches, but I'm non-denominational. I'm a Christian, period, point blank. It doesn't need any other title or anything else after it. But this is a church we used to go to. Loved it. We used to come down the block and just go in here. It was Pastor Lazarus was her name. But it looks like they've already changed the name. I mean, it's been, what, over 20 years? But now it's a different pastor, it's a different name. It's just, man, this is bringing back so many memories. And then down the block here, we used to go to the Korean or Asian fruit stands, as they call it, and get our produce and stuff like that. And then, of course, when you cut the corner, there's the laundromat that we used to go to. Man, we used to get up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to get all of our stuff. We used to put our clothes in shopping carts, not the grocery store shopping carts, like the New York shopping carts, and come all the way down the block, go around the corner, and then go in there and do laundry so we could be the first ones in and the first ones out, so we didn't have to fight for washers and dryers. But this is, y'all, I am just I'm besides myself right now. I am very grateful and thankful for my upbringing and my roots, and it almost brings me to tears to even be standing here right now, because it brings me back to my childhood, which was fun, it was growing, it was strengthening, and you know, it made me who I am today. So I'm very grateful, I'm very fortunate. I'm gonna retrace my steps to the laundromat. I hated getting up early in the morning to come to the laundromat. Makes you truly, truly appreciate having a washer and dryer connection inside the comfort of your own home. Thank you, Father God. Let's see if it's still here. It's still here. They just upgraded it. We used to come to this corner store and use some of the change that we should have been using for the washers and the dryers, and buy some little treats, by like cheese doodles and chips and juice and stuff like that. Spending up our parents' laundry money on junk. This is still a hot mess like it used to be. This is so cool. Side entry where we used to come out. I can see nothing's changed. That could be a good thing but a bad thing, because it's been, what, over 20 years now? So I see they got bars on the windows downstairs. They never used to have that before. But we're gonna swing around to the front and see what's going on with the exterior, see if they've done any upgrades. Oh my gosh! I remember this walk all too well. I used to walk to school that way. Elementary and junior high. I wonder if any of our old people still live here. Here it is, 1070. Look at y'all. Man. This is where I learned to jump double dutch. We used to take the phone wires and we used to tie it to this gate right here. Like, especially if it was just two people, you didn't have a third party to like turn, the second party to turn the rope for you. You would tie both ends right here, and then one person turn, and then you just jump in and you do your thing. But we played so many games out here. We played Mother May I, we played Red Light, Green Light, 1, 2, 3. Man, we didn't do too much hide and go seek, because you know how kids turn up missing, so we didn't play that. But this is the place. Look, that's where my brother's godmother, Miss Mary, used to live. Right there, at that window right there. This is like, the lobby looks a whole lot better. This is where I got stuck in the elevator for the first time ever, and it built up my fear of elevators. I got over that, thankfully, but I remember one day being in the elevator, getting in from school with the bad boys in the building, and getting in the elevator, and they were playing games, stopping it and letting it go and that kind of thing. And then one time they stopped it, and they opened the doors, and it was in between floors. Man, I lost it, and I was like terrified for years. Man, this is so cool. And this building right here next to it used to be abandoned. And as we can see, it's not anymore. So a lot has changed. But now the streets and everything, it seems so much smaller. You remember how when you were little, everything seemed so big? Now it's so much smaller now, because we've grown up, you know?
Right.
It's all in the way you look at it. We used to have a penny candy store around the corner. So I'm gonna see if it's still there. Man, you have 50 cents and you get just a big old bag of candy. Stand there and count out all your pennies, stuff like that. I am happy, you guys. So this spot right here is a memory that comes back, that I got mugged for the one and only time. I'm not gonna say the first time, the one and only time. I'm gonna speak that in. My mother had sent me to the store to get something, I don't know what. We had just come back from church, and this crackhead rolled up on me. I had bent down to tie my shoe or something like that, and apparently she gave me $20, and I had the $20 in my hand. So I bent down and it was hanging out at the side of my hand, and she just rolled up to me and just pointed to my side like she had a gun. I don't know if she really had one or not, but you know, I wasn't gonna take my chance, and told me to give her the money. So I gave her the money, and I remember going back home all frazzled and scared and telling my parents, and my father got some, he put a knife on him and he put a screwdriver and all of that and put it in his jean pants. You know, they made the jean pants where they had like multiple pockets all over the legs. And we came out here and we was looking for her because my father was gonna get her. I miss my father. I know you're resting in heaven, Daddy. But anyway, this is not on a sad note. It is what it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm back. I learned a lot. Growing up in the streets, growing up in the city, you know, you learn a lot. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Up in Pooh Bear's neighborhood, Brooklyn, East New York.
I had to bring my baby to experience it, you guys.
That's right, that's right.
Show him my own stomping ground, and this is just the beginning. I'm taking him to another one where it first began for me in New York City. We at New Lots, y'all. This is all where it started for Patrice. Y'all see I'm cheesing big? I'm gonna tell you why. This is where it all started for me. My port of entry into New York City, heck, the U.S. to be exact. I came into the country as early as I can remember. This is the first address that I know that has been near and dear to my heart. It is New Lots Avenue. I'm taking my baby to where I first started growing up. Elton's. I got the hiccups. There it is, Elton Street. The whole thing. And then my grandmother lived in this building to the right. And then we have friends that lived in the building to the left. But that was ours, straight ahead. I was little when I used to come here, like little itty bitty, like 5, 6.
You're not getting on it.
They had monkey bars right here, hung up on, upside down on. I remember swallowing a quarter, hanging upside down on a doggone monkey bars. It's still here. Oh my gosh, well maybe not the monkey bars, but the park is still here. I'm like blown away by this. Oh man, the swings. And it's a huge park, mind you. I gotta bring our girls out here.
You have to.
Oh my gosh. And then you could cut through the park over on the other side where the guys and stuff are playing like basketball and handball court and stuff like that. Let's take a walk. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about handball, huh? What y'all know about this? Cut through the park. I'm gonna show you where I went to daycare, Faith, Hope, and Charity. This way. Linwood Playground, ain't that something? Like one side of it is Linwood Playground and the other side is Elton Park. So of course we were on Elton Street, so that part of it is called Elton Playground, and this one is Linwood. This is my first daycare. I guess my only daycare. You don't go to daycare multiple times, but I guess I said first because, you know, I didn't have to switch daycares at any point, but This is on Hegeman Avenue, which is roughly about a block or two, depending on how you walk it, to where I grew up originally. And back then, it was called Faith, Hope, and Charity. Clearly, they've changed the name, but the building is still the same. It's now called, it used to be called Faith, Hope, and Charity, and now it's called Friends of Crown Heights Educational Center. But this ain't Crown Heights. Ain't that something? This is like Brownsville. So I'm a bit confused, but it's all good. I used to play up there. Like when we had like playtime, recess, whatever you want to call it. We play upstairs on the roof where they have it fenced in. I remember that as if it were yesterday. I remember it. And we used to take our naps, and my classroom used to be downstairs, like in the basement area. It wasn't an actual basement, but you know. My first public school! I went to PS 202, y'all! Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Got it, boo. Go ahead, boo.
Aww. I was a little itty bitty. First grade, I think I was first grade, second grade. And I think third grade. And then I think we moved after that. Can't really remember because I was just so little. Come on, baby. Show you the courtyard that we used to play in. I can't remember what grade I stopped before we moved. But I think I was here from first grade and maybe second grade, maybe third too, but like I said, I can't remember. It's been way too long. It's funny how your mind remembers certain things, but other things it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good though. Glad to still have a memory that's in use.
Right.
To God be all the glory.
It's good. It's good memories, though, huh?
That's right, absolutely.
So this is really bringing it all back to you.
Yeah, it really does. Wow. Here's the schoolyard. It looks way cleaner than I remember it to be. Oh man. Remember how when we were so little, things looked so, I know I said this already, but man, that must be applied to a lot of things. When we were so little, how things looked so big. This schoolyard used to look so massive to me. It's still pretty big, don't get me wrong, but now it's not as big as I remember it. That's Kings Highway. I remember this. I remember my teachers. Check this out. Miss Becker. I had two teachers, they were both sisters. Their last names were Beckers, they were sisters. And I think they were originally from New Jersey. Loved my teacher. So I used to take, if I remember right, we used to find like a brick or like a piece of wood or something, like a branch from a tree, and just take it and throw it on it and do your thing. So.
Wait.
So I pulled out a coin. I'm gonna just.
Nah, we good, yo. We from here.
So, if any of you ever wondered,
What we looking at?
so if any of you ever wondered what we mean by the term dirty water dogs, we're about to show you.
Right there.
Check it out.
Dirty water dog, yo.
We talked about it in one of our episodes.
Right.
I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, we talked about it when we were talking about what we call dirty water dogs. So we're right here in the streets of New York.
Yep.
And they're the street vendors. And they have hot dogs, pretzels, whatever the case may be. And we call them dirty water dogs because the hot dogs are sitting in this water. These vendors thing, and we don't know how long the water's been in there.
Right.
So we call them dirty water dogs because for all you know, the water could be dirty.
Yep.
But for some reason, they make the hot dogs taste good.
That's right.
It's a junior. Wait, it's not long, guys. It looks like this, but it's only like 20 minutes.
Juniors, baby, juniors.
If you haven't tried it, y'all need to check it out. It's all that and a slice of cheesecake.
And a slice of cheese, that's right, yo.
Down. The hunger is real, yo.
Yo, she about to try Junior's cheesecake, which is the best cheesecake in the world. You know what I'm saying? Junior's, you know what I'm saying?
I have to admit, the time has come for me to try my first ever slice of Junior's cheesecake. Hold on.
It's about to go down. I told you.
Flatline, yo. New York City! If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe to our channel, thumbs up, and tell everybody you know.
That's right. Much love from NYC, yo.